One day, Peter, Sam, and Rusty were at the sheds, talking to each other. You know, Rusty, if I couldn't see these familiar faces and places, I'd think I was on a different railway. That's what Scarlomi said. Oh, well, I just like to have some, words from him. Oh, yes, said Rusty. But there's still one bad bit, he said, just before the just before the quarry. An engine might come off there, particularly Duncan. He will rock and roll along the line. Look at him right now. I sure hope he doesn't hurt his passengers or freight cars. What's that about me? I'm a plane engine, and I believe in plain speaking. Speak up! Rusty warned Duncan about the bad bit of rail. Huh, I know my way about. I don't need smelly diesels to tell me what to do. Rusty felt hurt. But Peter Sam tried to help him, but he wasn't sure. Soon Duncan backed up to his coaches. And then he hopped crossly away. He rolled into the yards to take on water when Reneus was there. Hello, Duncan. How are you doing? How am I? I'll tell you how I am. I've got an awful wobbly wheel. You're just complaining about my wobbly wheel. I'm not complaining. I came here to take on water. Well, you are running a bit late, Duncan. Ugh, don't you start. Reneus was offended. Oh, I have a bad feeling something bad is going to happen, thought Reneus to himself. Soon Duncan was puffing along the countryside, pulling his heavy coaches. He puffed down the line furiously. Well done, boy, encouraged the driver. Keep it up. At last he arrived at the first station. Duncan was pleased, but his mood soon changed. Ugh, can't we just hurry up and get off? I want to go to my next job. All right, Duncan, said the guard. Everyone, please come out. Duncan is in a bit of a hurry. But everyone seemed to be a bit slow. That's it. I'm going to leave my coaches here. And Duncan hurried away to his next job. But his coaches were still coupled. Ugh, get these coaches off me. And soon Duncan's coaches were uncoupled. And Duncan left for the quarry. Soon Duncan arrived at the quarry. But when dusk fell, he was keen to leave. If we don't go now, Scarlowe will take my favorite place in the sheds. Can't go until we collected all the trucks, his driver replied. When the fog rolled in, they set off. Then Duncan came across a sign. This could be greater any day. So Duncan went down the hill, but it was very bumpy. Then Duncan started to become out of control. He was scared. Duncan's freight cars clattered and bumped and bounced along behind. He then steamed right into the coal yard. Help! Cried Duncan. That evening, the top of hat spoke to Duncan. Duncan, you have caused a lot of confusion and delay. Grumbling around like that, leaving your coaches at the station. What is going on? Ugh, said Duncan to himself. Duncan still had a lot to learn, doesn't he?